Alright, let's take out my water. Have a pre-roll. We can smoke it. If you want to right now, you can. I usually don't like to wait right there. I like to wait after like halfway through. That way I'm a little level headed while I'm asking questions.
Yeah, I'm just rolling this up right now. I just wanna compare.
Ah, okay. Compare what? Skills of rolling?
No, not even that.
Or
Just the weed.
The product.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh, sorry. Fuck. Did we already start?
Yes.
Oh.
That's why the music's on. That's our intro.
Well, it's just CBD, Eric. You know what I mean?
That's true. What's up?
Oh, nothing, man. Nothing.
All right. Let me do the quick intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the I almost said the old podcast name, the Rudynomics podcast.
Woody woo.
I'm here once again but I'm here with Jordan Yates. He's my guest today, local DFW comic.
What's up, y'all?
What's up? And this episode is brought to you by Hempies. Hempies Emporium Smoke Shop. It is on 3115 South Cooper Street in Arlington. And if you use the promo code Rudynomics at the register, it'll give you 50% off.
Oh, did you have your own promo code?
And then also, Jordan, if you want this, you can use that to get yourself 50% off.
Guys.
For Hempies. They have really good products. They're really helpful, and they throw like these block parties every so often, which is really cool.
Oh, word, dude, that sounds pretty badass.
Yeah, so that's about them. Now, let's talk about you. What's up, Jordan?
Oh, nothing, man. Just chilling and
Thanks
nailing.
for coming on. I know you got your hands kind of full there, but we'll try to talk and whatnot. Let's just relax, get some.
Oh no, dude, I'm a multitasker. It's one of my many skills.
Thanks for coming on. I
Thanks
know we
for
had to
having me.
reschedule last time, and
Yeah.
I was coming off of being sick. You were worried about people being sick.
Yeah, and now
And
here
I
I
was like,
am.
you know what? It's a good
I'm
idea.
coming off of being sick now.
Yeah, but you're not walking into a house full of stuff. Because I think my roommate was kind of sick at the time too, and then I was just coming off of it. We were both kind of just coming off of it, I believe.
Right, I feel that. Well, hey, man, I'm just glad to be
So I was
here.
like, let's relax and take it off. Yeah. And with that said, fucking Ferris Tamim came over Sunday night and we tripped balls.
Oh shit, dude, that's incredible.
Oh man.
He did it with you? I knew that he mentioned that he had done it.
Yeah, we hung out and we put on the Rick and Morty, the first episode.
Did y'all do shrooms or acid?
Acid.
Oh,
We took
interesting. I don't really do that anymore, man.
He I don't know if he took one or two. He said no. Wait, what did he take?
I think he told me he just took one. Everybody's been on it lately.
That night
though.
he took two.
Okay.
And the one time before. Actually, no, that was a different night. That night he took one. The day after you had called me, we were supposed to be scheduled. He only took one. The following week is when we took two. He took two, and I took three, and I was out of my mind. I was so fucking.
I did 4 one time and I lost myself. I can't even explain it to you.
I almost lost my cool on 3 when I was in the bathroom. Because I was taking a piss and I was looking down and the toilet just kept going.
I had the worst room trip of my life taking a shit in my friend's apartment one time. Okay, so I had done shrooms like a bunch at this point in time. Oh, you had Miles on?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw this. Shout out to Mr. Most Days Off.
Mr. Most Days Off.
But no, I had done shrooms a few times before, and I had shown my friend shrooms, and he had done them for the first time with me recently. And so one night he calls me, he's like, "Hey man, come over, we're gonna trip shrooms."
Yeah.
With some girl that we used to work with that was smoking hot, and so I'm like, "Perfect, that sounds incredible. Let's go." So I show up at this random apartment that I've never been to, and they're already all on shrooms. So I show up late to the party. I'm like trying to like scarf down these shrooms as fast as I can. Just like trying to like catch up with everybody. And I'm like, they said coffee makes it worse faster, right? Just like trying to like do stuff to like catch up. And we go on this walk and everybody's fine and everything, you know what I mean? But then all of a sudden the one dude whose apartment it is, he starts tripping out. It's like, everybody get the fuck out of my apartment. You know, just like really like not having a good time. And so that's where it starts like not being okay for me. Because usually I'm like,
what was his problem? Was he on shrooms too?
Yeah, he was also on shrooms, and he was just having a bad trip and just wanted everybody out of his apartment. Which kind of makes sense, dude. Like, I was a stranger. There was, like, 6 other strangers there. Like, I was empathetic of the situation. You know what I mean?
Well, I would feel like when I'm on shrooms and I'm with other people, I kind of like the community aspect of it.
I think it's because he was specifically having such a bad trip that it was, like, a issue.
Yeah. Huh. I know, when fucking Miles was on, sorry, I just had Jordan Mack on earlier today too.
Oh, right on.
So
right on.
Jordan Mack was here. That Jordan's.
Oh, that's right. I remember. I was double stacked on your Jordan block.
I was trying to get another Jordan, but the chick Jordan lives all the way in Plano.
Oh,
and
right.
Jordan Black.
Oh, I came from
I
Richardson.
haven't seen Jordan Black in forever. Oh, you came from Richardson?
Yeah, that's what.
How long of a drive was that?
Like 45 minutes or so.
Fuck, let me turn off the volume. I mean, yeah. There we go.
Although, if we are gonna compare the skills,
Jesus Christ, that thing's huge. That's not a regular paper.
It's a king size.
Well, no wonder, man. Okay, well, I didn't even see where you closed it off. When did you close it?
Oh, I was
I
just
remember you
as we were
twisting
talking,
the
dude.
top at the end, but I don't remember you.
I closed it before I twisted, dude.
I remember seeing that part.
Is that much of a G, Ruben?
It's smooth, baby. I told you I'm a multitasker.
I didn't know it's all twisted, so it has all these lines in it. Like fucking
I want them to look just like they used to in like
stretch
Cheech and
marks.
Chong, dude.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like one of the Cheech and Chong ones. See, I use $1 bill to roll mine.
Oh,
But, I
okay.
have to measure mine because, I sell them, so I got to make sure I don't pass a certain point.
Right. Nah, this is all freestyle, baby. Fucking, you can catch up on some of this also. Some incredible stuff.
Let me see your stuff. What is this one called?
Purple Punch.
It is in there somewhere, right?
Yeah, sorry, that's like my whole
No, it's fine.
thing.
Dude, Purple Punch. I got some. Ooh, why did that smell like resin?
Oh, because I probably have like some roaches or something in there.
Oh, okay. Not bad. Nice little lugs. Where'd you get them from? Oh, you have a homie connect? A connect?
Yeah, this guy that lives like right down the block.
Oh, wow. I have a Caddy Grape right now and Jet Fuel.
Ooh, okay.
Which, I think Jet Fuel's okay. Caddy Grape looks cool. But this looks like it kind of looks like the Bruce Banner I had. I had some Bruce Banner, only that one was like really, really dark green.
Yeah.
And with a lot of orange hairs. But like as far as like the condensity looks, it's probably
the frost on that, dude, unreal. If you have like this is like a little grinder that I made. I whittled this. And
you did?
Yeah, dude.
Shut up! You made that?
Yeah, dude. I used to have one that I had bought, and
Let's see the inside.
I remembered it's just nails, dude.
It's just nails?
Yeah, man. So it comes in like 2 parts or like 3 parts really. So there's like the top part that you use to like actually like hold on to.
Yeah.
And then there's like the little chamber and stuff.
Yeah. That's in there too?
Yeah. So no. This is all there is. It's just these
okay.
2 pieces. It's just like this part where the nails are, so that you don't have the nails sticking out of the back.
Yeah.
This is purely like ornamentation. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I just like I had like a friend that had like a wood lathe, and like was super into woodworking, and so I just kind of like I did this maybe like 3 or 4 years ago.
That's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah,
you made
man.
it yourself. Just the nails. How hard was it to make sure that the nails don't run into each other when you're turning it?
So I literally looked up like specs for how to make one online, and so you just kind of like measure it out, and you can kind of see, you know what I mean, like you kind of just like measure it out before you go, so you like know where things are gonna line up at.
Okay.
But yeah,
So,
I'm not like super handy or super crafty. Or
I mean,
anything like that, but
but any little thing is still kind of cool.
I like to, I'm actually right now I'm trying to plan to build a log cabin with my stepbrother. Like just go out and build one.
What? A log cabin?
Yeah, dude. Well, I wanted to build a house, but we decided that it'd be easier to like just do a log cabin. But yeah.
So that's literally what it is. It's just a bunch of logs piled up on one side to make a wall, and then you figure out how you're gonna use like I don't know. Are you allowed to use like 2x4s or something like that?
No, man. I want to do this for real. Like actually cut them down. If
So
we
you're gonna,
were
like,
gonna do
sit there
2x4s, I'd be building a fucking house, dude.
So you're gonna sit there and cut like the groove so that the other log can link into it.
Yeah, man.
That's insane, dude. You're gonna come out buff.
Like, that's kind of, I don't know. Well, I just like I'm not one of those like crazy conspiracy theory type people. Like I'm not like doomsday prepping, but I don't know. I like the idea of like being able to do anything that I need to do. Like so, if I want to like, in case I ever want to fucking build a log cabin someday, I want to just have that. If I'm stranded out in the middle of nowhere, man versus wild style, I want to just like have that skill.
I die soon. Here's what I would do. And I should prepare now. I should just look up for whatever animal would be like I can find where I'm at to get me high.
Whatever animal. I think you'd have better time finding shrooms, dude.
Like
They're
if
everywhere.
if I can find the proper mushroom, that's just what I would do. Like instead of trying to build a house, I'm just gonna stay high the whole time until I run into something.
Until I run into something that's pretty funny.
Show me what frog to lick, whatever. That's all I need to know, man.
Dude, I've always wondered if that was real, like the whole licking frogs thing.
It's not. It's not really real. No, I think Rogan had it on his podcast. Did you want any wine, by the way?
Dude, I'm fine.
Okay.
Although if you guys have any Tylenol, that would smack.
Actually, Tylenol. I might.
Oh, hold on. I already got myself covered, bro. Looking out for me.
I have a quad bar. What do they call those? Quad bar? Is that what it's called?
A Quaalude?
No.
I don't know what you're trying to tell me right now.
A quad bar. The little things that come in like 3 little sections, and people like will break it off and eat a piece of it. I'm not sure if it's Xanax.
Oh shit! Yeah, that might be Xanax.
Xanax.
That sounds like Xanax, dude.
It might be.
Does it put you to sleep?
Little yellow pill.
This one's white. I've seen them in yellow, but this one's white.
Yeah, little school buses.
Yeah. So I don't know if you'd want to take that. That'd help you out or not, but.
And I think I'll be okay, dude. I really try to like not mess around with anything like that anymore. I really, I might like occasionally trip on shrooms, like every 3 to 6 months or so.
Yeah.
But really, I try to just mostly smoke weed nowadays. Like I really like. I used to have like some pretty serious problems with like addiction and like keeping myself maintained.
Oh, okay.
It's why you never really see me drink.
Well, I see. You must have real good control over it, though. Like, so you have a very good perspective over your own, your own vices, right? Because you were able to quit smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
and that's fucking hard. I've tried quitting to smoke cigarettes. It is the hardest thing I've ever done. I've probably gone the longest a month, and then I would be like, I'll smoke a cigarette, and then next thing you know, I'm smoking cigarettes regularly again.
Right. So I don't know, with cigarettes it was I started smoking cigarettes when I was like 14. And
you started young. I didn't start smoking until I was like 23.
Yeah, typical story. My parents got divorced, and then I kind of
all
like
the stress. You fucking mom and dad.
Right? Like, don't fucking understand me. I'm angsty.
Sitting there fucking 3 a.m. with a cup of coffee.
No joke, dude. That was literally like. That was literally. So I'm manic depressive.
Shorty, go to sleep. You got to go in the morning.
Right, dude. I'm reading Hemingway, Mom.
Oh man.
No, dude. Cause seriously, so like I'm manic depressive, like on the bipolar spectrum. It, like it's it kind of is hereditary.
Yeah.
And so I already kind of have like those problems, like maintaining myself going up and down, and so that of course is like rife with substance abuse, issues and like potential for that. So I started smoking cigarettes when I was like 14, and it's so funny. I quit when I was 18 because I went to school to study acting and opera. And I was like, okay, if I'm going to be like paying money to study operatic performance, maybe I should not like be killing my vocal cords every day.
Oh, okay.
And so I quit then, but I still like kind of when I got drunk would do them.
So you did opera school?
Yeah, man.
For how long?
Well, I was going to school for acting, but I took like I basically like minored in operatic performance. So I started singing when I was probably like 15, and then.
So are you a good singer?
Yeah.
Like what's something that you know off the top of your head you could sing real quick?
Oh, dude, I'm still coming off the flu. I don't know if I want to do that.
Come on. You can't bring it up without trying it for a little bit.
Do you want me to sing like opera or just like sing?
Just do whatever you would do comfortable. Let's just say you're in the shower right now. You're about to scrub your balls, right?
I'm about to scrub my balls right now?
Yeah. What song would pop into your head?
That's tough. What was I singing earlier today while I was scrubbing my balls? Fucking. Hold on, I'm gonna look at my Spotify.
You can do that. Put it on Spotify. Put it on as a background if you want a little bit of starter. But this will be interesting.
Oh shit.
I don't know if you know Madeline Teague.
Yeah.
But she was telling me about.
Can she sing?
Well, she does beatboxing.
What?
She's
like,
yeah,
like
she sounds pretty good, man. I mean, I'm not a beatbox expert, but I know what I would do, and it sounded like shit. And she was all. I told her during the podcast I had to do it. I was like, why not? Just do it. And then she started doing it for like a little bit, and I was like, that's amazing. It was like, so if you can, if you want to, real quick, I wouldn't mind hearing a little something.
Okay. That's so funny, dude. That's so funny that she has that skill, dude. I would never even have guessed that.
No, I would never have guessed that. I would never known if I didn't sit down and talk to her.
That's so interesting. I don't know. Let me think. I don't even know what I was listening to.
Or how about this?
Mama just killed a man. Put a gun against his head. Pull my trigger, now he's dead. Oh, Mama, life had just begun, and now I've gone and thrown it all away.
That's a very good fucking queen.
That was
right
rough,
there,
dude. That was pretty rough. I'm sick, but
it's okay. But I mean, from the get go, that sounded nice. I was just like, holy shit, I need to do something.
I need to do something. What's he doing here? He's singing. I gotta do something.
Lighter, just put up. And those stupid people in concerts now, they hold their phone light. It's so stupid, man. The lighter was cool, but phones.
Burn your finger a little bit, have something to remember the concert by. Because you can't afford the merch.
Burn some of the stank that's in there already. So, how long you been doing comedy for?
I started on March 26th.
Yeah? Of what, last year?
Yeah, so
Last year?
This year.
This year?
Of 2019, yeah.
Really? I could have sworn I've seen you on the scene longer than that.
No, man, I know it's March 26th because I did my first open mic the same day I kicked out my ex.
Oh, from your house or your apartment?
Yeah, man. It was rough.
So, were you guys exes before that, and you just had to figure out a way to get rid of her, or you guys broke up that day and you kicked her out?
That was rough. We had been, I don't know, we knew it was pretty much over, and we tried to keep it together and just be cool and I don't know, because we still liked each other at the end, you know what I mean? But it just wasn't working out like we wanted, and so I pretty much, it was we went back and forth, tried to have her stay, and then I just couldn't do it anymore, and so I just had to have her go, and so.
Okay, what happens? So after you did the whole school with what was your major?
Acting
and the opera thing. How long was it between that and when you started comedy?
A couple years actually. So yeah. I went to school. 2015 was the year I graduated high school. So I went off to school in Oklahoma, and it was one of those things school of my dream. Just had enough scholarships that I was able to afford it. My family was helping me out. In the middle of my freshman year of college, my mom was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Or right before my freshman year of college, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
And so...
She's still alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's in total remission now. It's a blessing every day. Seriously. But, no, so it was one of those things that I started getting super depressed. And by my second semester of school, my grades were slipping. And when I had tried to get over my depression, they put me on a bunch of medication, and that made it worse. So I just really plummeted, couldn't get out of bed for 3 weeks at a time sort of shit. And then I, it was one of those things where
3 weeks at a time.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. I was literally
Were you still staying with your mom at this point?
No, at this point I was at school. So I was living in a dorm and stuff. So I was pretty much just by myself, just
So for 3 weeks, just sitting in your room, not going to school, not.
Yeah, so
not
it
doing
was,
much of anything.
I just literally I can't explain how I couldn't make myself move, dude. It was unreal. And
did you have a room to yourself, or did you have a roommate?
I had a room to myself, which made it even worse. I was supposed to have a roommate, but he never showed up. So I just So yeah, it was one of those things. What it was is that I'm bipolar, and they'd stuck me on medicine for depression, which is not like how you treat that. Like, it really kind of fucked me up and like made me just terribly suicidally depressed. And so then I just couldn't really like stay there anymore, and you know my grades were kind of slipping, and I was at risk of losing my scholarships anyways. So I kind of just like dipped out because I didn't want to waste anybody's time or money, especially my own. And I tried to do community college for like another year, and that fucking sucked compared to like going to like a regular college, you know. And so then I gave up on that, and I just like, and without scholarships, I'm like, okay, am I gonna put myself like $100,000 of debt for like an acting degree?
Yeah, I know. Hard times, man.
Right. So well, yeah. So I kind of like didn't act at all after that. Like I did like some commercials and stuff, and like did a couple of TV spots and things. But like really just focused on work and then my relationship whenever I had one. And so from like pretty much from like 2016 to like 2019, there's 3 years in between.
That's what you did?
Yeah, so I just like kind of like fucked around, did music. I tried to become a SoundCloud rapper for a minute.
Shut up, man.
And
SoundCloud rapper?
I got bars, dude.
Hey man, it happens, dude. It happens.
And it happens sometimes.
No, I mean, like,
you said that as if I just told you I had herpes, dude.
No.
Hey, that 1 in 4 people, dude. 1 in 4.
I mean, like, it happens, like, as in, it happens when people get famous off of that. But
right, so
that's what I mean
know.
by it happens.
I like to make shit, you know what I mean? And so that's what it was cool, like, I found comedy, like, just in time, dude, because of that breakup and everything. It had been, like, 3 years. I hadn't really found, like, an avenue of stuff that I really wanted to do that I could, like, stick to and, like, make it happen. But comedy is such a blessing, dude, because it's like, you're it, dude. Like, you're the director, the actor, the producer, the writer. Like, you just get to make it all. And then there's stages everywhere, dude. There's open mics everywhere. You know what I mean? And those will give you opportunities to do shows. So it's like, I get to perform. I do what, like 12 open mics a week? I get to perform 12 times a week now. I went from 3 years of not getting to perform for people to, like, doing 12 times that a week, dude.
So when did you decide that you wanted to do comedy? Like, at what time period?
Maybe like 6 months before my breakup, I started thinking about it. I really loved like Dave Chappelle and Jim Jeffries and you know, there's like comedians that I really enjoyed. Louis C.K. Rip.
Why'd you say Rip?
Because that dude might as well be dead. I mean,
nah, man, he's making a comeback. From what I hear, I heard Rogan talking about it. No. Greg Fitzsimmons. I heard Greg Fitzsimmons talking about how he's getting back out there and starting working on his special coming out.
I saw him when he was in town.
I missed that. I had my kids in for the summer, and you know, I was gonna have somebody watch them so I can go see you. It's like I only have them for the summer. So.
And I get that. I only went because somebody bought me a ticket. So.
Well, man, don't make it seem like you went to God.
No. Like look, Louis C.K. was like my idol, dude. Yeah. Like he seriously, like
he's fucking funny. He's funny as fuck.
Oh,
man.
Dude, I remember I used to like go and like recite Louis C.K. jokes to my friends because like when you're like 12, 13, like nobody really, and like 12, 13, what was that special that he did?
Dude, I don't know what they're called.
It's been years,
Is it
dude.
the one where he did the deer bit?
It would have been like 2012 or something like that.
I know. One of the bits he did was the top where he talked about hitting deer. He's like, fucking deer. They're fucking stupid, man. It's like, I hit the deer,
yeah, dude.
Fucking broke my windshield and the deer's all hopping around with his neck like...
Yes,
I don't know if that's the one you're talking about.
Right.
But I remember that's one of my funnier bits.
But yeah, dude. So I would go around and just like recite Louis C.K. bits to my friends and shit like that, and like
not knowing that you're seeing comedy in a way.
Yeah, I didn't really know that's how it went. I didn't know how that's how it went back then. I was 14, dude. I just thought it was funny, and like none of my friends had ever heard of it, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna seem like, because I always loved to be that kid, dude. Like I loved to be like that kid that was like had people looking at him and making everybody laugh in the class. So like, yeah, so of course I wanted to go see him, like. But I, at the time, I was like, it's pretty controversial. I'm pretty new to the comedy scene right now. I know that it's like some people are getting like, you know what I mean?
Oh man, fucking Facebook was going crazy with me.
Oh yeah, of course, dude. And like, I still gave a fuck what people thought about me at the time, so I was
so
like,
ridiculous.
But then, actually, Big Daddy, Mr. Most Days Off, Miles, he bought me a ticket.
Yeah.
And fucking like.
Fuck yeah. How was it?
Dude.
Did you where was he at that you went to go see?
Addison Improv.
Addison Improv.
Yeah. And I saw him on July 4th. I missed fireworks to watch a show.
I had seen a post to go see him at what's that taco place in Denton?
Oh, Killers.
Killers, yeah. Somebody
Yeah.
told me to go over there.
I think that Joey Johnson or something had like.
Yeah, and I wanted to, but I was, like I said, I had my kid. But I was like, you know what? He's gonna come back around. He's not that old. He's still gonna stay alive for a while. It's like I'll run into him again. Who I recently went to go see.
We maybe have another year before he starts doing stadiums, so he'll probably do it.
Yeah. What's up, PJ? You back again?
Yeah.
You took off there for a while.
Yeah. No.
This is my friend PJ.
How you doing?
He's just coming out to say hi.
Yeah.
Sitting on the podcast a little bit.
Oh, it was good.
Hmm?
So it was good, man.
Man,
This,
shit. I was watching a little bit, man. Boy, you can sing, man.
Me? Oh shit!
Yeah.
Is this live streaming right now?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck,
I
I
was
had no
watching.
idea.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit. I was like, ah, damn, you can
Fuck
sing.
it, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
I don't know what he said, but his voice, I was like, man, it was like, what's his name? Will Ferrell at
When?
And Step Brothers, dude.
Yeah. You have the fucking voice of an angel, good.
I've been called the songbird of my generation.
You gotta sing that shit. Yeah, shit, that's how I was like.
Fucking.
We in the Catalina Wine Festival, shit.
He's
Man,
in the
you
back.
killed that.
Boats and hoes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
You killed that shit.
Yeah, I told you, it sounds pretty good, man. That's fucking awesome.
Thanks, man.
If there's a way you can incorporate your singing into your stand-up, that'd be fun.
You know what? I think I might eventually. I'm always afraid. Especially because I'm like still here in my first year. Like I'm like always afraid of being hacked.
Dude, let everything out, man. Let everything out. When you first start doing comedy, now's the time to have fun with it. Now's the best time for you to just be who you want to be and figure out later on, because later on you're gonna get more popular. You're gonna be in front of a real audience. You're gonna be like, okay, let me do something. Let me work on. These people are here to see something good. I gotta make sure I do something good. But right now it's like the best time to just pull everything out. Just do whatever the fuck you want. It's fun.
I heard that Bob Saget pulls out a guitar sometimes, like at the end of his set.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought maybe like I might want to do that because I like to write. I love writing songs in general, and like I've kind of started writing some comedy songs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe I might do that. Like if I have a show or something, like.
Let me turn this a little bit so Peachy can be in there. There you go. No problem.
A fucking shadow sitting over here,
Yeah,
bro. Fuck
yeah,
it.
shit. Yeah, that's exactly how it looks. Shit. Black as fuck.
But like, do you know who John Panetti is?
John Panetti, no.
Yeah. Okay. He's this. He's a comic, but he was like one of the bigger comics.
Yeah.
And I think he's Italian, but he had like a bit in one of his first specials where he'd be talking about the Wizard of Oz, right?
Fuck up my ear just a second.
And then he was in the Wizard of Oz, and then he starts like reenacting the Wizard of Oz song.
Yeah.
But because people
Like, we're
saw
off to see
that,
the wizard?
yeah, because people saw that, it was something like that. But because people saw that, they're like, "Wow, this guy can sing." And next thing you know, he got booked to do the wife. What was that movie that John Travolta played where he was a female?
Hairspray?
Hairspray.
Yeah.
I think he got voted to be the female in the Hairspray
That was the first musical I ever did, dude. I played the dad.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I played. That was my first stage anything I'd ever done. That was the show that made me fall in love with theater. Damn it!
Oh my god! I never knew what Hairspray was.
It's fun. It's like a show about like both accepting people of like body sizes and like race backgrounds. Like it's really fucking good. Queen Latifah's in the movie.
I've never seen it.
I played the dad, and it's crazy because the mom in the show is traditionally played by a woman. That's why they cast John Travolta for that. And
that's why they kept
oh wait, no, fuck. It's not played by the mom. It's played by a woman. That's so fucked up. The mom is played by a man. The mom.
I was just like, that's a nice little sneak burn.
It was Freudian slip, bro.
Man, shit. If John Travolta ever happened to hear it, it's war, nigga.
Yeah, man.
John Travolta, he's sitting in California right now, like that fucker.
Yeah.
he's like, you thought I didn't watch the live stream? He's like,
Travolta might be one of those type of persons where
he's
like
Mel
he's
Gibson,
like,
dude.
like yeah, he's like so into like fucking so much money, so into himself. He might be one of those guys that have like a huge computer system that just anytime his name pops up on anything
He's fucking
social
Mel
media.
the Church of Scientology is gonna come after me, dude.
They might.
Yeah.
You never know, man. They might try to recruit you.
Oh, they're gonna try to recruit you first.
Measure my ketones. What is it? They're
Whatever they call it, I don't know. You want the last of that?
Yeah, man, that's the best part.
And so anyway, so he got booked for that gig because of his singing in his that he did in his first special. So you never know, it might come in handy later on.
You got a lighter on?
Shit, I just stole a lot. I don't know Ruben, you did that shit. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I never know which one to start.
Okay, you know, now that we did
That
the intro,
looks fucking amazing.
Welcome. You sounded like Dave Chappelle. You said that. That looks fucking. You sounded like Dave Chappelle doing his white guy voice. Sir.
Man, hell, get that a lot, man. Yeah.
You got the same kind of smile that he does, bro.
Yeah, man. It's a good thing. Maybe,
right.
maybe it'll make me some money. God damn it, this looks like some real Pineapple Express shit. Don't, yeah, man, like.
I'm old school, baby. I'm fucking.
Yeah. Where is
Okay.
my girlfriend?
Help me
Alexis,
here.
you gotta
Whoa,
look
whoa,
at this shit.
I want your
Which
thought.
side?
I want your thought on this. Okay, so with these hand rolls, there's always one end that's like a little bit bigger than the other. You know what I mean? I never know which end to untwist and which end to light. What I've been doing is untwisting the fat end and lighting the skinny end. Because I figure, you know what I mean? But I'm like, should I be... Because this is more like conical, like a cone. Cones, you like the fat end.
Fucking love cones,
But
man.
for this, I like the skinny end for some reason. I don't know. I was hoping you might weigh in and like let me know what you thought of it.
I would say, I mean, that would be the proper way to smoke it. Why would you start with the fat end? I mean, why would you smoke the fatter end? To the
Okay,
mouth,
thank you.
to
That's
the
what I
mouth?
thought, dude. That's what I thought.
mean, also, don't put so much thought into it, because then you're just like one of those guys, the pothead guys, all like, well, you know, this type could be this, and then this one.
You know what?
just
I would
fucking
smoke on the
smoke
skinny
it, B.
I would smoke
Oh, yeah?
on the skinny side because, well, you know, I light it on the fat side because, you know, when I'm trying to stunt for the rest of the niggas on the Instagram shit, they think I'm throwing this fat ass, man, fuck yeah, this shit was small than a hoe.
So,
This fat in the
This
air.
thing's already bigger than my pinky, bro. Like, I'm fucking...
So, now that we did a little bit of the intro, let's talk about something a little more controversial.
Hit me.
What?
More controversial than my opinions on Louis C.K., bro.
Oh, no, that was a little controversial. Okay, let me get back to that. You know,
Okay.
I love his comedy. What he did was creepy as fuck.
It's that classic, like, do you separate the art from the man debate, dude.
Okay, but like it's creepy. But what he asked them if he could do it. They said yes.
Yeah.
He did it. They felt funny after doing it, after seeing it. All right.
Well, it's like, I kind of don't want people knowing how much, like, I don't know. It's like...
Oh my.
It's like this guy took his browser history and decided to make it public. And by, like, inviting other people into it, into his experience. And so, I feel like, I don't know. He should... On one hand, like, there's, like, the part of me that's like, I don't want to, like, kink shame the dude and, like, tell him what he should and
But
should
that's
not
all
be
it
into
really
sexually.
is. It's just a kink that he had.
Yeah, and so I kind of feel like that. But on the other hand, I'm like, if women feel like they really, like, had to, like, end their careers or stop their careers because of it, like, obviously it's not a good thing that he made anybody feel that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Part of me wants to...
But he never like threatened them with their career, and nothing would happen if they would have said no.
I think I might have heard that he had threatened some of them with their career, but I don't know for sure. Like, I don't know the story well enough to even speak on that. Appreciate you. Yeah, they're kind of hard to ask because I pack
Well,
them
I know two of the comics that he did it to, they would do a joint set. That's how it actually got out. They would do a joint set, and they would joke about it, about that happening.
That's what I see. That's what I'm like. If that happens to you, like,
yeah, they made a set about it. The two female comics that it happened to made a set about it, and they joked around, and that's how it got out there. And Louis C.K. was all like, "Well, yeah, it happened, so of course you can do it. I'm not gonna tell you not to do the set like that because that's what really happened. It's your truth." That's so, as people say. So,
but did they get famous off of this shit?
They didn't get famous off of it because
is that why they're mad?
Because they didn't.
Is that why they're mad?
No, I don't think so. No, I mean they're up and coming comics still. I mean, there's.
But how long ago did this
happen? Are they still
though?
people that are working?
No, it happened years ago.
Okay, so years ago.
Yeah,
right?
they used to joke around about it years ago.
Okay, so why worry about it now?
Because I think somebody wrote an article about it. Somebody listened to it and wrote an article about what's going on. And then this one female who was a comic, but she didn't do something about it. She also came out and said, "Well, yeah, that's what happened." Because they asked them if that was really what happened, and they said, "Yeah." Oh, that goes to
My bad.
Yeah, that's good. But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, what gets accomplished out of fucking with Louis C.K.? You know what I'm saying? This shit happened years ago. They're not pressing charges or anything like that, right?
No, they were pressing charges.
So are they really trying to like kill his career or something like that?
No,
I think
they
it's
didn't
gotta
mean
be
to.
like that.
They didn't mean to do that.
Interesting. I know that there's some. I used to work with this comedian. Who this was before I did comedy actually. But she was a stand-up that she lives out in LA now, and I don't want to name her name, put her out or anything like that. But she had told me that she was a female comedian, and she was a female comedian. She's a female comedian. She told me that she had a friend that was like caught up in that. That was somebody that she knew that lived in LA.
Yeah.
And that she did feel like her career was personally affected. Now I don't even know if that story was true.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I think that.
So, in that situation, it's one of those. Okay, did her career get hurt because he said something, or did her career get hurt because she said something, and other people heard it, and didn't want to do anything with her? Now that's not Louis C.K.'s fault.
That's fair, dude. I don't know.
That's those people who decide to make a decision based on her situation and decide whether or not they want to. That's on those people who have whatever problem they have in their head to make them decide that. That's not Louis C.K. That has nothing to do with Louis C.K. It's also not her fault. It's not her fault for saying it. She has the right to say it. It's those people who make the conscious decision that because she said something like that, for them not to work together. That's all. That's where where it would come down to as far as her career. And it sucks that that's how the world works, but I mean, some people are like that.
Yeah, man.
I do understand if Louis C.K. was all like, oh, I did whatever I did, and then like don't work with her. Now, if that came out and somebody was like, yeah, Louis C.K. did tell us not to work with her. Yeah. Now that, like, if Louis C.K. did do that, I'm pretty sure that person that he would have told, I'm pretty sure they would have let it slip at one time or another. Because nobody can keep something like that so much of a secret.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's tough. I think that...
It does suck and whatever, but...
Yeah, I wish I was better versed on the whole thing so I could, like, have a really definitive opinion.
I get my opinion from various comics that know Louis C.K. personally, and who they've talked about it. Like, Rogan doesn't know too much about it. He just knows that the whole whacking thingy. But then, he's gonna know now. I mean, he knows now because other comics have put it out on their thing. Ari Shaffir knew quite a bit about it. He even talked to the two female comics. He talked to them, so he knows all the facts about that situation. And he brought it in. He talked about it on his podcast. You ever listen to him? No. Yeah, he's got the.
I kind of think Ari Shaffir's a cunt. I can't lie.
Oh what?
I think he's a cunt.
Oh no, he is. No, he is. He's a fucking he could be a fucking asshole douchebag, but
if that offends Ari Shaffir,
everything he does, like in one way or another, is to make to make himself laugh. Like when he spiked.
I get that, but like,
he does
at
have
a
strong
certain
opinions.
point, like, where do you stop?
He does have strong opinions.
I don't know. I think that my big thing with him is like, I have like a fundamental problem with people that don't have respect for other people. Like, I feel like there's a certain level of where he takes things, where he is like so willing to disrespect somebody for his own amusement, and I just don't love that kind of humor. I really don't.
Yeah.
Like,
but you know what's funny though? The people who he does that to the most, and
I hate that I keep getting up. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
The people who he does that to the most and who know him closest are actually like some of his best friends because they're able to just get him as that aspect, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair. At the same time, I feel like he'd be really cool to like do some drugs with.
You know what? I thought the same thing. Like I like if
I wouldn't want to be like his friend, but like I'd like to hang out with him and
like he's very as when it comes to like tripping shrooms and all that. Like he'd probably be awesome to be around when you're tripping shrooms. Like he'd make sure you have water. You
make sure you
go
have
off
water.
and do whatever you want. You guys don't have
OJ,
crazy.
bro, that's the trick.
I never drunk OJ.
Oh, dude, you have to.
Why? What does OJ do? What is
Vitamin
OJ?
C, baby.
So why do you have vitamin C is the aspect that when you're tripping on shrooms and
It like just like you drain your vitamin C for whatever reason whenever you're tripping.
So what if I just drank one of those vitamin C packets?
Yeah.
Because I drink those all the time. What are those things called that I buy all the time?
Emergency?
Yeah, emergency.
Shout out to Emergency.
I love emergencies. I usually drink 2 when I start feeling like I'm gonna get sick. I drink 2 every day.
I drink 2 every day. Yeah, dude, I take vitamin C every day because like I read this thing about blue zones. And like so blue zones are like these areas in the world where people just like live the longest, tend to have the lowest cancer rates, lowest heart disease rates, you know what I mean?
Like the Netherlands.
Yeah. So a lot of them are like in the Mediterranean.
What? Hey, if you don't come back, you mind if I get a sub?
Yeah. Shit, when you want me to come back?
What?
You said when?
I said if you come back, or if you don't come back.
Yeah, I'll come back.
Okay. What you saying now? Blue the.
Oh yeah.
Who live the longest?
Yeah. So I was listening to this one podcast and they were talking about all the different places and like it's things like low red meat intake, high vegetables, high fruits, like low processed sugars, like a lot of olive oil is something that works in a lot of them. Heavily pescatarian diets is like a big thing. But there's this one island in Indonesia, and I want to say that they're called the Katavans, and I could be totally butchering that.
It's not that one island where they killed that guy, is it?
No. I mean, maybe, I don't know. What I do know about this island is that they literally wean babies off of breast milk with cigarettes.
What?
And every fucking buddy on that island smokes packs a day. So...
I need to look this up. They wean babies off of cigarettes?
I'm gonna Google this shit right now.
Didn't they take away a lady's kid in Indonesia, something like that, right? Recently, who was giving her kid cigarettes and the kid was smoking on YouTube?
Oh,
I remember that. I think it was in the Philippines, and like they fucking they used their satellites and whatnot to pinpoint the location of that lady's tribe or whatever, and find that kid, and they took the kid away from her. At least I think they took the kid away. Either that or they did some strong parental advice.
Okay. Oh, dude, why can't I find this? No, of course you can't smoke while you're breastfeeding. You irresponsible mothers. Dude, it's not coming up.
Okay.
But
yeah,
anyway, so one thing, but none of them have lung cancer. None of them have lung cancer. None of them have emphysema. None of them have heart disease.
So what do you think it is? Well, what
the best thing that they can figure?
Yeah.
All of the other blue zone shit, pescatarian diet, blah blah blah. Also, they eat 5,000% of the daily recommended dose of vitamin C every day. Every single day they eat that much vitamin C. Of course, they just imbibe it as part of their diet.
What are they eating over there? A bunch of oranges?
It's like fruit and shit,
Nothing
dude.
but non-stop oranges?
Right? But, like, yeah, so they, like... So, like, the theory that this doctor that I was listening to on this podcast was saying is, like, well, vitamin C is, like, one of the best antioxidants. You know, so just, like, the idea of, like, constantly overloading your body with antioxidants, like, might help you filter that out. Plus, of course, obvious, like, genetic background things that they have going on that's going to help them against, you know, those specific cancers, probably. But it's like the way he said it is he literally, like, what he does if he has a patient that he can't make quit smoking, he puts him on 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C every day and makes him take 2 oral tablets twice a day so you can spread it out. And so I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but I do still smoke weed. I mostly try to vaporize, but I'm, like, so worried about, like, getting cancer and stuff, so, like, I like, overload myself with vitamin C every day.
So how does vitamin C make a person want to give up cigarettes, though?
Oh, it doesn't, dude. It doesn't at all. It's just that
But you said that the doctor gave 1,000, right? To that
yeah,
guy who
because
smoked
if they're not
cigarettes.
going to quit,
Yeah.
hopefully this will help you not get cancer, maybe.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. So the guy didn't quit.
Yeah, it's like a deal with the devil kind of thing.
Okay. Huh. You know, I heard that, who was this doctor? Some doctor was talking about how all the
I'm slumped in this couch right now.
The whole
Your posture's all great over there. I'm like a fucking
no.
actual potato.
I heard like the whole antioxidant thing was bullshit. Like there's no such thing as the antioxidant stuff. I wonder if that's true or not. I need to look that up one day because I don't know. He was saying like if you had
I have a magical computer in my hand.
Something about I know something about like it's just a big ploy that they put out there, but there's no such thing as being antioxidant or drinking something that's antioxidant. And I forgot what he had like a certain way to say why he believed that. I just don't know what it was.
So they are recognized as being something that may prevent or delay some types of cell damage.
Yeah.
That's what antioxidants do.
Okay.
And like diets high in this is literally I'm just gonna read this. Antioxidants are man-made or natural substances that may prevent or delay some types of cell damage. Diets high in fruits and vegetables, which are good sources of antioxidants, have been shown to be healthier. However, research has not shown antioxidant supplements to be beneficial in preventing diseases. So what I'm doing, there's no scientific basis for it. But I'm like, I'll try it, dude. Like maybe I'll have expensive pee, but
so I think a lot of people get confused though when you're buying something that says it's antioxidant, let's just say like some.
What's so funny is that anything that has vitamin C in it can say that it has antioxidants in it.
Maybe that's the loophole, and maybe what that thing is saying, like you have to eat it raw, like raw.
That's what I think that probably has a lot to do with it.
Oh yeah, eating food raw has a huge part on how we live and how it affects our bodies.
And just like how much like that, like you're able to, I don't know. I feel like you're just able to like process it a little bit better that way. Like,
yeah, because I know
that's how you're meant to break shit down.
I know that if you take fruit and put it in like a smoothie and then you drink it, your body just treats that like pure sugar, and it's totally different than when you just eat it. So it actually changes, like right there, just by blending the the fruit, it changes what your body's gonna do with that. So it
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, dude.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, Dr. Rhonda Patrick has a whole thing about it. And she talks about how she's like a really famous doctor who does all this, like, looks into all this kind of health and whatever. Yeah. Pretty much anything that you take into your body that's health and whatever, like even like the head stuff you were telling me earlier, like HDD pills and whatnot. That she goes into details about that too, but yeah, she was talking about how like when you digest it, your body totally treats it differently. Like when if it's blended, it's pretty much like drinking a cup of sugar. But if you eat the fruit, your body actually takes the
Dude, I fuck around
of it.
with fruit, dude.
Like it takes the breakdown of it a whole different way, and like it has to work to break it down. So all that sugar that it does have is like reusing it all right there. So it's weird.
You want to know my other miracle live forever cures?
What is it?
You gotta eat an apple every day and eat yogurt every day.
Oh yeah, I
and
tried to eat
have
yogurt,
one cup of coffee.
I always forget about yogurt. Out of those three things, I have two of them. I have a cup of coffee in the morning, even though I don't like coffee, and then I'll have an apple.
Dude, I seriously, like, the people in my family, they live forever.
Yeah.
My mammy, dude, she lived to be like 98. My girl Mare, like, pretty much the same.
Are you trying to be the oldest comic in the world?
Yes.
Is there a record for that?
Bob Hope, I think, made it to like 100, dude. I think I can.
Oh, 100. 100 doing stand-up?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, dude, he was doing it until like pretty much the end. Like,
Huh.
if Bob Hope might still be alive. I'm sorry, Bob Hope. Hold the fuck on.
No way. I think he's dead. I think he passed away. Oh, so what happened now's a good time to go into this. What happened Friday at the Plano, man? A lot of people got pissed off at you.
Oh, dude, that was funny, dude.
Oh my god! Look,
I kind of walked the room, but not really.
Okay, let's hear your story, your side story.
I thought I did walk the room at first.
What started
honestly.
it?
I was.
Your set. What happened to your set?
I was just doing my set.
Was it a
I have this bit about the first time that somebody ever pet a cat. What a trip that must be for the cat.
Yeah.
And
I've heard that bit.
Yeah.
It's funny. I like it.
And so I was doing this bit, and it's a big act out, you know. And I'm like doing the act out. And there's this guy right in the front row that is not paying attention, but is literally just like slumped over in his chair, like sometimes looking at his phone, sometimes not. Just not paying. And he was right in front of my fucking face, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here just like really, like putting it into this joke, and this guy won't even look at me. And I get so mad. I didn't like really get mad on stage or anything like that. I kind of did though.
Let's say that you were irritated.
Yes.
You apparently very irritated by it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think I really let it show that much. I kind of like started riffing on the guy. I made him look at me, like to finish my joke.
No. Verbatim. Tell me, dude, if you remember what you said.
I do. I remember exactly what I said.
What'd you say?
I finished out the joke by making him like look at me, which was like an uncomfortable thing, but it's what I think is funny about that joke. And he's looking at me, and I apologize. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry I did that to you. What's your name? And he goes, I'm James. And I go, fuck you, James. I'm done with you. Now, and then I apologize again. I go, I'm just kidding, James. I don't mean it. And then I go, just kidding. Fuck you, James. I said I was done with you.
Okay, so you just like... you just dig into it again. Oh, okay. You know...
Although I was told that the group had already all tabbed out, like 2 comics before me.
Yeah, somebody else said that. They tabbed out too.
Yeah.
And that they were kind of just waiting there, and they're pretty much just waiting for a reason to leave.
Yeah, somebody else told me that guy was the guy that was driving, though, so I think it definitely didn't help that I just said fuck you to James. James was like, fuck this guy, we're getting out of here, guys.
Well, what, I was gonna say that. God damn it, see what happens when I... Okay, so you said that, but look, from the way you're saying it, like, you did your set, and then you're just fucking with the guy afterwards. But even though you might have been a little agitated, that's
I definitely didn't let it really show.
That's still a joke, though.
Right, dude.
In its own, it's still a joke.
It got a laugh, dude. His friends laughed. The girl sitting immediately to his right laughed the hardest.
Dude, all those chicks were fine.
I know, dude.
They were all fine. Whatever that black chick was, she was like mixed looking, and they were all wearing yoga pants.
I didn't notice that part.
How are guys not
I should have watched them all leaving as I got off the stage.
How are guys not supposed to know? I mean, how are guys supposed to stay focused on not viewing a girl's ass but when they're walking, especially at a club where I've already had one drink, so I'm like a little looser. so you're gonna walk around in yoga pants that are so tight, and you know you have a sweet body. It's very distracted, man.
It was very distracted.
Because I was outside. I was in the patio. Not the patio, but I was in the front, right? So I opened the door for a guy, because I'm out there smoking. I'm kind of standing by the door. And then after that, guy, hot chick, guy, hot chick.
I stole the guy's lighter.
And how'd you get there? How'd you get your hands on the lighter?
I stole his, dude.
Oh, you stole PJ's lighter. Who cares?
I just noticed. I've been fucking with it this whole time.
Yeah.
I am.
So, but anyway,
they just witnessed the theft, dude.
So they left, right? And then everybody started like, fucking Jordan walked the room, and I was just like, what happened?
They got some really good jokes out of it, though.
Oh no, they did. I think
it was like the rallying cry of the evening.
Yeah.
Fuck Jordan, he walked the room.
I last night, because that happened, that made all of our nights. If comic doesn't want to admit it or not, regardless if you walk the room, that made the whole night. All of us had something to joke around. It's kind of like when tribalism.
Yeah,
when you find one thing and everybody's all into it.
I talk about this all the time with people.
That's exactly what that was. You made us all have one. Not I want to say all because I know Zane was all like, well, the people were already gonna leave, but you know Zane's got that little pansy voice, so people don't take him serious.
Oh, Zane was defending me.
He stood up for you. I didn't know that information, so it's not like
realist fuck Zane Melton.
At least I believe it was Zane. I think so. If I'm wrong, Zane, and whoever that real person is, I'm sorry. You can talk to me later.
Whoever
if you watched this, you fuck.
Thanks.
But like, it was a talking point. Everybody's joking around about it. Some people were like, still like, man, why do you gotta do that? Blah blah blah. Don't let him get bumped up anymore and complain about something like how you got bumped a little bit because somebody whatever.
I did, dude. I was getting just as many laughs as the dude before me. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's it. I don't care about all that other side stuff. Does not matter to me. The fact that you did something wild and it was fun, and then, people left, but you know who cares? We don't want them there anyway if they can have a good time for joking around.
Thanks,
and then that we all joked around. We all climbed the best one. I think one of the best ones was Ryan Perry. That was hilarious. You gotta admit that was hilarious.
I can't remember what he said.
When he was all like, I was like, oh look at this.
Am I walking Jordan Yates?
I'm walking Jordan Yates, man. Am I walking Jordan Yates?
Oh, dude, that literally made me die, dude.
See, that is hilarious, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, dude. I felt bad. I felt bad because I did get bumped up, and I felt like such a fuck.
But I mean, it's not your fault that people are gonna act the way they are.
And I bitched. I had bitched about my spot, dude, because I was just a little. I didn't bitch. I don't know. I just like. I don't know. Yeah, but I had definitely maneuvered I had been at the very end of the list, dude. And I was nice enough to get put up early because there was a bunch of comics that from the first block that didn't show.
Yeah.
And so,
see,
but honestly, like I was confused when everybody was telling me that I walked the room because I noticed that everybody was leaving, but like I didn't really like even think about it. I was just like I just knew that happened at some point in time in the night.
You know what I want to say though?
Yeah.
You handled it perfectly.
How do you mean?
I feel like you handled it perfectly. Like you didn't try to sit there and you know some people, and I'm guilty of this too. When some people get put on the spot and they don't know, and people are kind of messing with them, but still kind of joking, and they're like, okay, well, no, let me defend myself because I gotta, like, no, this is what happened. They already blah blah. They already blah, blah. Like, the fact that you just like smiled and just had a good time and didn't worry about about making sure that you the blame game, you know, well, what about this or what if that happened or whatever. You know, the fact that you didn't do any of that shit, that you just like, yeah, what?
I was yelling, "Fuck that guy" from the back every time somebody made those jokes.
The fact that you just took it in stride was probably one of the best things. That is exactly how everybody should take it when it comes to like a situation like that.
Dude, it's like
it is so hard to do that for some people.
It's just not that serious, dude.
It really isn't. It's not.
There's so few things in life that are, dude. Like, it's not cancer, dude. Like, it's like, what am I... like, I don't know. I think that,
So today I say high five.
Thanks, man.
That was
that was a bad high five, though.
No, that was awesome
better.
what happened, though. Like, I don't know, man. It's just like, okay, you know, we go to these open mics, right? And yeah, we'll come off stage, but like, yeah, we had a good set. Yeah, but then... but then it's just like an open mic like any other open mic.
Yeah.
But then when something like that happens, something wild and hilarious, and everybody can talk about, we're all gonna fucking bring up that date sooner or later, right?
Dude, I'm already excited for. It's gonna be one. I can already tell that it's gonna be somebody's cop out joke next week. For me, they're gonna be like, "Oh, hope Yates doesn't walk the room again."
You know, it probably will be for a couple of weeks.
But that's the thing, is it's funny, dude.
But that's awesome.
I'm not mad. I'm not glad that I walked the room, but I'm glad that other people are able to make fun of me about it.
I'm glad that you chose to be yourself in that moment, and you didn't like succumb to trying to pander to the crowd or anything like that. You know?
No, dude. I just wanted to like, and then I just kept doing my set, dude. You know what I mean?
That's awesome, man. It's hilarious. Everybody was just like, some people were just like, man, fuck Jordan. It's like, but I mean, come on now. And then like they're like, yeah, it's still funny though. It's like fucking shit, man. Oh.
I don't know. Did you hear how hard you laughed when I said "fuck you, James" just now? It was good, dude. Sometimes you just gotta say "fuck you" to James. Can I tell you? I have a bit that
Yeah.
It was one of my first bits I ever wrote, and it never has ever worked, dude. Not a single time. But I bring it up every like 3 or 4 months. I try to do it again because I love it.
Which one is it?
It just goes. All I do is I say, I fucking hate everybody named Tanner. Honestly, dude, if you're a Tanner, fuck you, dude. I don't care if you know a Tanner and you like that guy. That means you're probably a little bit of a shitty person. Because fuck Tanner, dude. And if you are a Tanner and you're in the crowd, don't come talk to me. Don't defend yourself. I don't like you, dude. I don't. I'm sure you're a perfectly fine Tanner, but honestly, dude, fuck you. Fuck you, Tanner. I'm sorry. Fuck you, dude.
Huh.
And I just say fuck you to Tanner as many times as I feel like I want to. And in as many different creative ways as I can think of saying it.
How long did it take you to get that out? Like, is that the same amount of time? Or
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's the joke. And it never works. It never works.
It might work if you had like a 15-minute set. 15 to 20. So you can do that from the beginning. Might not get laughs.
Yeah.
Work and then go throughout your other sets and figure out what set you can put after that would fit to where in the middle of the set. Hey, what's up? That would fit in the middle.
Dude, I straight up pulled a heist.
Pull the ice?
I stole your lighter, dude.
No,
the lighter
that's
you
not
stole.
my lighter. That's not my lighter. That's his lighter. I stole it from him.
Are you fucking thief?
We just pulled a whole Ocean's 11 in this video.
Oh yeah, and then I came back and was like, by the way, I forgot. Yeah, my wife.
So
I finished that thing, the Pineapple Express thing.
Yeah, he still has his.
What was that saying?
Oh shit, he says. That's all I like to hear.
What was that saying? Something about you.
You had been stroking my dick about how I. Oh no, you were saying that in a 15-minute set I could do the.
Oh
yeah. Okay, tell me if you like this, dude. I'm gonna try it again. Okay, so I do this bit, it never works, but I love doing it. Okay.
Is that part of the bit?
What?
That part of the bit.
No.
That beginning. That might need to be in it.
Oh, if I say that?
You might need to tell everybody that you fail at this shit.
That might
Everybody loves failure.
Dude, right?
That might be
and impeding failure makes me laugh. So now that you fail, I'm gonna laugh.
So here's my failure joke, dude. It's alright. I start with if you're a tanner, fuck you, dude. I'm sorry, I fucking hate everybody named Tanner. I've never met a Tanner that I liked. Fuck you, Tanner. I'm sorry. If you like somebody named Tanner, you're like, I know a guy named Tanner, and I like that guy. You're probably just a little bit of a shitty person, because fuck everybody named Tanner. That's a shitty person. Fuck Tanners, dude. Fuck them. And, like, if you're a Tanner in the audience, fuck you, dude. Don't come talk to me about this. Don't try to defend yourself. Shut the fuck up, man. I don't want to hear it. Fuck you, Tanner. I just keep doing that as much as I can. And I just keep saying fuck you to Tanners, dude. As long as it feels funny to me. And it never works. I don't know why I think it's funny, dude. I don't know why I think that's so funny.
That's one of those things that makes, like, I'm saying, that's one thing that makes me laugh personally.
Like, if this was a visual, I would love to see you doing this shit and it not working. Everybody's just like, man, this dude and his fucking Tanner shit. I would die laughing.
Everybody's looking at me like, who's the Tanner that hurt you, dude? Like,
do you do you know that chick who does the voice in Bob's Burgers?
Oh yeah, we're best friends.
The daughter, the red hair one, the one with the rabbit hairs.
Yeah, I
do you know who that is? Do you know that comedian?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's her name?
I don't know, dude.
Well,
yeah, I do. Hold on.
Comedian. There's a purpose for this.
So you sit on stage and scream "fuck Tanner" all the day? You know what you should do after you say that joke?
Yeah.
If nobody laughs, bruh, like every so often, you be like, "Hey Tanner, fuck you." Bruh, like eventually people gonna be like, God damn, this nigga's a fucking schizophrenic or something. And it's gonna be like, and then I don't know, somehow you just close it out with the.
That's my general aesthetic that I'm going for, like vague schizophrenic.
Then yes, bro. Then you have to go out there and keep saying "fuck Tanner." and bruh, and
Here you go, puppy.
yes, bruh, and
yes,
yeah, bruh. You tell the Tanner joke, right? It doesn't go over. But no matter what, every time you get a little breath or a pause, you fuck Tanner. Hey, are you a fucking Tanner? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, do you know a fucking Tanner? I sense that you knew a fucking Tanner.
You seem like you fucked a Tanner once.
Yeah. Or you go to a woman and you be like, yeah, it seems like you fucked a Tanner. You know, your husband's name is Tanner.
I feel like if you put enough stanky on it, I think that's what I want to make Tanner just like sound like a. I want to make Tanner. I want to make Tanner sound like a racial slur.
Then
dude,
you get a fucking shirt and say, and you get a fucking shirt and say "fuck Tanner."
That's exactly.
You gotta make it, bruh.
I want everybody to understand my problem with Tanner and empathize with me.
And people will come to you.
I want people to see some shitty white dude and be like, "What a Tanner." Like that's what I want to happen with this.
Then make it happen, bruh. Repetition is the best thing. Shit.
I'm just gonna beat this joke into the ground. People are gonna be like, Jordan, you have to quit with the Tanner shit. It doesn't work.
I found out.
And it will.
Her name is Kristen Shaw.
Yes, dude, Kristen Shaw.
She does a bit
friend.
with this other guy. They do a double thing. And that bit, all the guy is saying, he's singing a tune saying Kristen Shaw is a horse. And the whole time he's saying that, she's dancing around trotting like a horse. And he does that in loops over and over and over. He's done that for one time. They said the record is like 45 minutes of just doing that.
Jesus Christ.
And that like repeatedness of doing that over and over, it just makes them laugh and they try so hard. That's like kind of how you are when you're like, fuck you, Tanner. You just fuck you, Tanner.
Yeah, bro, you just gotta beat it into our fucking skulls.
It makes you laugh like
bro.
No
let me tell you something, bro. No homo, you got the look already. You know what I'm saying? You got the look, like you know what I'm saying? Like if I turned on the TV, bro, you are that white boy I want to see on TV. You know what I'm saying?
That's a very good compliment.
Yeah,
dude.
it is. Like if I seen you, like I'm like, all right, you got the look. Now, What is it about you that's gonna make me be like, that's my motherfucking wife right there? And if you doing some crazy ass shit like fuck Tanner, you read that fuck Tanner shit in my head, man, shit, hell yeah, I fuck
You
with
think
him.
that might become one of those catchphrases that people say?
That's gonna be my first T-shirt.
Fuck yeah.
My
That
first
should be.
T-shirt was gonna be saying it was gonna say thanks, Ruth, because of my Pentecostal bit.
Bruh, do
I
you
changed
see?
it to Gertie now though.
Do you see how simple that shit is? Fuck Tanner. Fuck Tanner. Fuck
Put
Tanner.
that on the
Fuck
button,
Tanner.
bro.
Fuck Tanner. Presidential election campaign
what
comes
made
up, you make a joke.
Fuck
and say
Tanner
that-
2020, bro.
Exactly. Fuck Tanner for 2020.
What is the background behind this bit? It's just the name that you said you don't like, or
I used to live in McKinney, Texas.
yeah.
Bro,
And,
you have a real story behind this shit too?
I went to middle school out there, and I was like a very spherical boy.
Mm-hmm.
I was round, dude. I was fat, and like also I was me, so I was like 2 for 2, dude. Just like
and such a smart ass.
And so I got made fun of a lot, dude. There's this one kid, Tanner, who was like one of my friends, actually, but just like relentlessly made fun of me, dude. And then there was like 3 or 4 other Tanners that I went to school with, all cunts, dude.
Okay, so you just have
Like
a bad...
the one Tanner that I liked the best also was like making fun of me more than anybody.
So,
Damn, man.
so you just have this comes from a lifetime of experience of Tanner. I like knowing Tanners.
Tanner hatred, bro.
Yeah, because like I've known maybe 2 Tanners, and the first Tanner
Your name is an outdated profession,
It was-
motherfucker.
that
I don't
guy,
give a fuck. about you.
that Tanner was awesome. He was a cool guy, and the other Tanner,
Fuck
I
Tanner.
didn't know. But you just had a bad experience with Tanners.
I mean, you know what we do with that now? We make money off of that shit.
We make
now.
money, bro.
So if
Yeah. So now you
turn it
shit
into
on
a
all
bit.
them motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah. So, but like that's if you want to do that on
But
Slack,
that's your favorite joke though, right?
It's one of them, dude. Oh, dude, what's my favorite joke? There's that joke. I have a squatty potty joke that I love. That
It's a squatty potty joke. 'Cause I know Anthony Fink has one, but his is like real quick, simple one-liner type of thing.
no, mine is not.
I know it's not. I want to know what it is.
Bruh.
You're not that type of comic.
Bruh.
It's like so it's like I do with all my dating material. It's like the one love of my life, my one true love, is my squatty potty.
Uh-huh.
I love it, dude. I love my squatty potty. It's it's honestly it's the shit, dude. My squatty potty, it's the shit.
Uh-huh.
And if you're not familiar with the squatty potty, dude,
Yeah,
like
I was about to ask you, what the fuck is that?
you know what the squatty potty? Well, first of all, this is perfect. This is exactly how I tell the joke, by the way. If you don't know about it, it's the shit, dude. Okay, so let me explain it to you. Okay, so like imagine you're sitting there and you're taking your shit and you're just having this really shitty shit, dude. Like you're like shitting and you're shitting and you can't shit, dude. You're having this shitty shit. So you go on Amazon, you pay $39.95, and then they ship this shit to you. And dude, it's the shit. Okay, so you get this shit, right? You take this shit and you put this shit like underneath your shit, bro. You put this shit underneath your shit, bro. You put it under your shit like that, like underneath your shit, bro. So now your shit's up like this. So you take this shit, you buy this shit, you take this shit, you put this shit underneath your shit like that, bro. You put that shit underneath your feet, bro. You put that shit underneath your shit like that, bro. And then your shit you're taking after that, bro.
You're so fucking stupid.
It's the best shit, dude. It's the shit, dude.
But what does this shit look like,
That's
nigga?
the thing. He's just using the word shit for everything. He's instead of actually using real words to describe anything, the only thing he's using is a and man. Everything else is shit. If you describe something as shit. You said shit like 100 times in that bit. Is that the point of it, right? Just to be constantly saying shit?
Yeah, and then at the end of it I say, I'm sorry, was that a shitty joke?
So stupid.
And sometimes it works, dude. Sometimes it works and that gets a laugh. But then sometimes I end it with that punchline and they go, yes.
But
Just serious ass, yes.
And if they do that, be like, well, fuck Tanner.
Well, fuck Tanner, yeah! Fuck Tanner!
See, that's where you would do the callback, man.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I just woke up your room.
Oh, my bad.
I totally forgot he's trying to sleep.
Oh,
Bro, just blame Tanner. Fuck that dude.
Who's that girl?
That's Alexis.
Oh,
man.
that's
I just
Alexis.
told you. Yeah, see, shit,
Alright,
you
I
don't
didn't know
listen
you
either.
were back there. No, I don't.
Yeah.
What that's supposed to. Okay. Yeah. So, man, I tell you, if you do that in the beginning, say, okay, I do this bit and it never works, but do it anyway. And then you can do the call after you're done with the whole Tanner.
Is this how it goes for everybody? Does everybody do their
What? They're set with me?
I know, yeah. Is this how this usually goes?
Shit, nigga, I don't know. This is my first.
It
Well,
depends.
no, the other dude, he didn't do a set.
I mean, I'm asking some stuff here and there. It depends, like,
I don't know, bro. You got the glow, my nigga. You got the glow, my nigga. Shit.
Like,
and you can sing, bruh.
It really just depends.
Like
on
you're the
person.
Catalina Wine Festival.
The Catalina wine mixer, bro. The Catalina fucking wine mixer. Oh, dude, I meant to ask that, but it's on the floor.
It's Tayo. I have to sweep it up. No, I'm good. I don't care. Yeah, though, like, no, I mean, depends on the comics. Sometimes we go over what we were talking about. Sometimes we don't. But mostly, yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty much what it's for.
Do you have like set questions that you ask people?
Yeah, but I already asked them.
Bruh,
They're on the beginning.
I want to
So
ask
just
you
a little bit about yourself. You know, I always ask, you know, what got them into comedy, how long they've been in comedy, any crazy experiences since they've been doing comedy. But we've been talking about a bunch of stuff other days. But do you want to talk about something? Do you have a crazy experience from comedy?
Bro, you have to.
Other than fucking last Friday night.
What the fuck? I don't know what happened last Friday night, and I know you're gonna tell me in a very hilarious manner.
Oh my god!
Oh, we just covered it, man.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah. Short of the story,
gone.
I walked a room, dude.
Yeah, and walk a room means like when you're set, you do something in your set, and then all the people in the audience just leave.
Yeah.
And all you have left is the comics.
That's fucked up, man.
It's debatable as to if I actually did it.
By definition, he did walk the room.
Well, somebody told me that they had to have left in the middle of my set if I was officially going to walk in. They waited patiently till I was finished.
You know what I would do? I would just say, hell yeah, I did that shit.
Yeah, you know what? That's pretty much what I've been up to.
And then you know what? Everything else after that, bitch, I did better. So yeah, they walked out on me in the middle of my motherfucking set. But you know what? The next time I went out there, I had one person. Bitch. Tomorrow I'm gonna have two.
I'm pretty sure I've walked the room before.
Yeah, fuck
I don't
all
think
that
I've
shit.
ever.
Either
That's definitely got to be the closest I've ever.
with like okay, here's the thing. I think I've done it with like maybe 2 or 3 people leave. I think, but I don't think it was with my. I don't know.
I've never made anybody leave, and it's crazy because I usually have pretty offensive material.
I had a lady get pissed off at me because of what I said.
At this point,
She walked up to me in the back at Arlington Improv.
I made a girl cry the other night.
you know.
Wait, on stage?
No,
While you were on
it was
stage?
afterwards, but it was because of my set.
Was it that girl you were with at? Maybe I shouldn't bring it up because I see you with girls every so often. Maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, what did I fucking tell you earlier? Nigga? Shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what? Would it be like offensive to comics if like I said I'm gonna go do comedy just so I can see if I can clear the whole fucking room?
Oh yeah, we wouldn't love that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that to happen because we still got to go up there and work.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't feel good about the fact that I may have walked the room. Like I felt bad about it. I tried to own it as much as I could, just because. Look, what else do you do?
Here's what I say to that, PJ. If you started doing comedy and like actually started doing it, and then when you start getting more well known, and then like you go somewhere else, you know what? You can fuck around with that.
I've got your opener, dude.
Oh, no, bruh. I couldn't do comedy at all. You guys are way braver than me.
You ready? Here's your opener.
What do you mean?
Shit, I couldn't do it, bro. I'm not that funny.
You could go up and be like, "Hey, I'm PJ, also known as Chappelle without the show."
Yeah. that would have to be my whole thing. I have to ride.
You
Dave
sound
Chappelle.
so much like him, like, kind of. Like, he's not, I don't know.
What?
You know how he has, like, that gristly thing going
Yeah,
on with his
little
voice
bit.
now?
Chappelle.
Yeah.
I heard him on, like, a podcast one time, and you, like, your tonality is very similar.
Oh, yeah. I hear it every day, bro. Every day.
Okay, I'm
I think
glad.
Peach was a little raspier, but I
Yeah.
can see. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I made this girl cry.
What did you? Okay.
I did this setup at Killers
Yeah.
in Denton, and it ended up accidentally being like my first like headlining set where I got to like do 30 minutes, which was kind of cool,
Yeah.
but pretty much just by default. But yeah, but I had this bit about like dating Latinas, and this girl in the front row was like, "Hey, I'm Latina, what's up?" And I was like, "Oh, talk to me after the show," or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she did talk to me after the show. But, like, I had already brought a girl that I was, like, on a date with.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, we're just, like, doing the casual thing or whatever. But, like, you know, I was there with her, you know? So I'm like, hey, you know, I'm on a date right now.
Sucks to be you, huh? Play
I was like, I'm on a date right now. But she's like, I was like, but if you want to, like, get my info, maybe we could, like, chat up later.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, so I gave her my Snapchat. And
Oh, you killed her.
dude, she thought, I guess, so I made my Snapchat Bitmoji like during the summertime when I guess assumed I had more of a tan than I do now.
Yeah.
And so she turns around in her chair, and I walk back over to the girl, and by the way, my like childhood friend is with me, and his like fiance or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm here, and they're like, I had introduced them to this girl that I'm on a date with, and this girl flips around in her chair and goes, "Why does this not look like you?" And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "If you wanted to just give me a fake one, you should have just not given me shit." And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "You can't play me like that."
Oh, she said that.
Yes, out loud, across the bar to me.
Yeah.
While I'm like, arm around this girl that I'm on a date with. Like, she was trying to get me in trouble, I'm pretty sure was what was going on.
Like it. She knew
Oh
what
yeah,
was
she
doing.
was, because she thought you were being honest, right? And then she felt like you lied to her. So she chose to fuck with you.
I was being honest.
But
so
she
that's
thought
the
you were lying anyway.
Yes,
so now
dude, I
she's
know.
going off. I believe this motherfucker.
Right, dude,
So-
exactly. So she's mad, she's yelling. I'm pretty sure she's already drunk. And I'm like, oh, dude, I'm just like, hey, let me walk you guys out. So I like walk my friend and his lady out, and I go back inside to like tab out, and I run back there really quick to like go apologize to this girl.
Yeah.
She's sitting down with one of the bartenders, bawling, dude, in tears.
The girl that was supposed to have your Snapchat?
Yes, bawling in tears, and I'm like, hey, I just really wanted to. She goes, no, leave, and fucking slams the table, and I'm like, okay. I run the fuck out of there.
That chick is psycho.
I scurried, bro. I scurried out of there. I was fucking.
You dodged a bullet there, dude.
Oh,
You dodged
no.
a bullet. That chick is crazy. If she's already crying because she thought she got the wrong whatever. And
Yes,
she's fucking
dude.
acting like
What if
that,
it had been the wrong one, but I had done it on accident?
Oh my
Like,
god,
what if
dude.
that-
She would have been the one to like rip off your balls while you're sleeping.
But I'm kind of attracted to that, though.
Alright, man.
If you see my track record.
I've seen it 3 years with no nuts.
No nuts. But yeah, dude, she fucking... Yeah, but she had my Snapchat, and so, like, I was like, again, sorry, didn't mean to piss you off. Whatever. She's, like, screenshotted it, posted it on her story. She's like, y'all roast his ass. And then, like, she's, like, starts going off on me on Snapchat, like, you just another broke-ass white bitch.
So she did add you after on Snapchat?
Yeah, I had, like, added myself on her phone.
Okay.
Like...
Oh, okay.
So,
It wasn't. You know what it was? It was the fact you gave her a Snapchat, not your phone number, baby. That's
But you
really
know what
it
the thing
came
is
down to.
I'm going to give you guys my real number right now. This is my real phone number. I'll never change it. It sounds like a fake phone number. It's 972-795-7795.
Why does your eyebrow go up every time you say a number?
Because I'm bad at math.
Yeah, but
I have to think about it.
Eyebrow goes up. I was sitting there watching. I was like, every number.
You know what's so
like
funny?
the last 2 or 3.
Seven, 9.
And it's not like
Yes, I have like a bad lawyer number, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe that's what you were.
I mean, most people just get the number, and once you dial it, you change the name. You never worry about what the number looks like anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'm just like, I've given people my number before and they thought it was fake.
That's you psycho.
So like, if she thought I gave her the fake Snapchat, bro,
Yeah.
there's no way she would have looked at that number and thought it was authentico.
Why are you brown on your emoji?
I like.
See, that's what the fuck you get, man. If you're gonna
Why are you brown?
you should have
I'm not
told.
brown though. Let me show you.
You should have
dude.
told.
Look, if you're anything
You're
besides
fucking
pasty white on your
That'd be fucking
Snapchat,
hilarious.
then
If I
you-
see this shit,
then
I'm
you're
not
fucking-
pasty white though.
if you're brown, bruh, I'm going to fucking nigga.
okay, you're not pasty
Nigga,
white. Show
you look fucking
take out-
Mexican.
take out your
on
ass.
there,
It's
man.
not that
Your
brown.
ass is white as
Bruh,
fuck.
you look
Your ass is
Mexican
white
on
as
there,
fuck.
bruh.
You say what you want.
You
to
know
your
goddamn
armpit.
well
not
you are not.
Fuck off, dude. It's not that dark.
What the fuck, nigga? I swear to God,
The only whiter one than that is
Bro.
like all the way white.
bro,
Yeah,
what the
that's
fuck?
You.
Can you put that to the
That's
camera?
you.
Put that
No, now
on
I'm
the camera,
embarrassed.
bro.
Yeah,
Show
put
the camera.
Yeah, let the camera-
Put that
let
shit
the
on the
camera
camera.
decide.
Are you fucking serious, dude?
Does this look like
You
a white
fucking
guy?
serious?
I literally.
Look.
I can't even see it. Look.
Not really.
Okay.
Look, that looks white.
Now it looks. Oh my God, the camera's fucking. That white privilege just kicked in right there. Look.
Look, I've got to change it
you
now,
say it
dude.
real fast. No, don't change it. Lex, look at this and let's get the opinion of a woman. She speaks for all women. Not for all women.
She's the rule
but
breaker. She's the tiebreaker.
Yeah, compared to a lot of women, she's smarter than a whole lot.
Okay.
That's why I love
I
her.
trust your opinion.
All right, so Lex, come
Tell
look
me
at
what's
this.
up.
Come look at this.
Does
If we got any questions
that
about
look
women,
like a
of
white
course.
person? Does that look like
I
a
mean,
white
come on,
person?
sit
What am I looking at?
Sit down.
My Bitmoji.
Sit down.
Does
That look like him at all? Skin
like-
tone
like
wise.
skin
No.
tone?
No.
Like skin.
Would you think that
Okay.
you had a fake? Had a fake one? If he's giving you that, exactly.
You don't thought that was
Okay.
fake?
You don't look. You're not Mexican,
What race
brother.
does that?
I didn't think
that
I was.
emoji look like? What race?
I
does that
never
emoji
was
look
going
like?
up acting like I was.
No, that nigga's Mexican. He's a fucking Mexican.
It's pink and not
Bro,
pink.
they got your color on there. You know it. They got your tone on there, and you know it.
Okay,
Bro.
let's figure out. I want to figure out my skin tone.
They got your
Bitmoji
tone on
now.
there, and you know it.
They're probably like,
It
who
looks
the
just like him,
who
but
the
not
hell-
his skin tone.
You
Who
know
the
what,
hell is
nigga?
this-
I swear to
Hawaiian?
God, you
It's
need
Hawaiian.
to make videos of this shit. Of this shit right here.
I am making a video of it.
Oh my fucking God. If you have people act this shit out, nigga, are you serious? That was
Look,
hilarious.
this is the one I had. It's
Yeah.
the second white guy.
You're the first white guy.
First guy.
That's way better.
The first white guy's Irish, dude. Like, that's not,
Nigga, you ain't Irish?
no. What? I dated a Latina girl for years and I had a darker skin tone then.
Jordan.
Like,
She rubbed up on you a little bit, bro, but you're not dating her no more. You're back.
that's so funny. Yeah, because it's like literally the winter time now. That's the thing though. I made it during the summer,
Oh.
dude.
No, but
That's why I saw myself.
you're a white boy.
You guys are acting like I went like all the way down here to like.
Yeah,
Your name's Jordan
He's
Yates.
the second white guy.
I literally had.
When people look at that, they're like, oh, Jordan Yates.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jordan Yates.
Yeah. Either you Mexican,
Dude,
you
somebody
Indian,
introduced me.
or-
Okay, so this summer somebody introduced me as a Puerto Rican comic.
Who did that?
It was fucking Daniel Gonzalez, the other Puerto Rican comic.
Oh,
And
He
you know
literally
what?
was like, he's like, you're not Puerto Rican.
no.
I was like, nah, dude.
So okay,
You know what? You ride that shit, nigga.
That's why.
How you are, bruh? See, you gotta.
I'm not saying that I am.
Man,
I definitely am like, I'm French, dude. That's what I am.
Nah, bro.
And
You
like,
different
I-
to so much shit, bro.
French is just another
You,
version of white people.
you know what's so great about? Yeah,
I just
this
am
is
like
what-
olive skinned.
Some black people, if some black people hear this, they're probably gonna kill my ass. But fuck 'em. I'll speak my motherfucking mind. You know what's cool? What's good for white comics is y'all could dip into anything. Y'all could dip into the white comedy. Y'all could dip into the Mexican comedy. Y'all could dip into the black comedy. Y'all could dip into the Asian comedy. Y'all could take a piece of every piece of comedy that there is and put it in one act, and you'll get all the motherfuckers in one motherfucking room. That's crazy. That's the great thing about y'all. But, I mean, y'all, a lot of them don't use it. You should be the first one to do that shit. A lot of them don't use it. White comics got the chance.
I don't know if I'm the one, dude.
I don't know you because a lot of
I'm the one I usually make people mad.
Reverend Martin Luther Jordan, bro.
Hey.
Woof. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
I need some more water. I'm choking over here.
Well, yeah, man. Shit.
I'm gonna grab a water real quick.
Damn, you could go to. It's funny that you could. That they introduce you as a Puerto Rican comic, man. That's funny as fuck. Because shit, you can walk into one of their little comedy clubs, and the motherfuckers will never know the difference. They'll never even ask them about a question.
What's so funny is I really like I've like dated a lot of Latinas, and like like my ex that I had forever, the girl that I dated for like the longest relationship I ever had was like a Latina, and but it was so funny because I spoke more Spanish than she did, dude, and like people would like walk up to her and like start speaking Spanish to her, and I'd have to be the one to answer.
Why, she didn't speak it?
Nah, dude, not at all.
Oh shit! Don't go up there. Don't make a joke about speaking Spanish, bro. That would just be too perfect for you. Yeah.
I have
Don't make a joke about having being a white boy speaking perfect Spanish to the Mexican and them understanding you. That'd be too perfect for you, nigga. It's just too perfect for you. Oh, don't do it.
We're not going to do it.
We're not going to do it. Okay? Ever. Unity type
Well,
shit.
we've been going for a little bit. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Too long, probably.
We went over on you?
Let's see. What all did we talk about? I think. Do you want to do that thing I do, where I call Conan O'Brien's podcast?
Yeah.
I call him. Did I tell you about it last time?
No.
Okay, I do a thing where I have the comic ask a question to Conan O'Brien's podcast. He has a hotline number.
Yeah.
You can call for his podcast. And
I listen to it.
Oh, you listen to it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what happens, and you know he puts on questions. Well, I have his number, and I do that after every podcast.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I'll introduce you real quick, and then you can ask Conan O'Brien a podcast question. What are you gonna ask? No, I don't want to know what you're gonna ask him. Do you know what you want? Do you know in your head what would you like to ask him?
I think so.
Okay.
Bro, this is gonna be hilarious.
I appreciate your confidence in me, dude, but I really.
Then you
well,
should
now I
have it
can't
in
ask him
yourself,
anything
nigga.
serious.
Well, yeah, you can. You can ask whatever you want, motherfucker.
Alright.
Shit. Beast up.
Hey, Conan O'Brien here. Here's the deal. Ask me a question. Feel free to ask me anything you want. And maybe, just maybe, I will answer your question on the podcast. So be creative, go for it, and maybe I'll be talking to you soon.
Hey, Conan O'Brien. This is Rudy from the Rudynomics podcast, and I'm sitting here with local DFW comic Jordan Yates, and he has a question for you.
Hi, Conan. Conan's voicemail. I guess my question for you would be, as somebody who wants to make the transition from just doing stand-up into like doing actual like show writing and things like that, where do you even go to like start pursuing those jobs? Do you have to like go move to New York or LA or something like that to like really, chase after those ambitions, or is it something that you can just like start writing little scripts and shows yourself? I would like your opinion on it. I mean, because you're kind of one of the most prolific, comedy writers ever. So, yeah, thanks.
Oh, that's a deep question there, Jordan. I thought you would be silly.
Yeah.
You came up with it just right there off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Bro.
You like went deep on that.
Hey.
I wanted to know.
I mean, if you shoved your head any further up his ass,
Nah.
you'd be coughing up your hair.
Yeah.
No, just
But
joking.
I felt that. You know
Oh
what?
man, thanks, Conan.
I wish you would write something, man.
I want to. I actually. Oh no, I don't want to talk about. I don't know if I want to talk about it on the podcast.
Oh,
It's still
in
too
the
in the
works?
baby infancies.
Why? Wait, why can't you talk about it?
I don't know. Okay, so everybody from the local DFW comedy scene knows that I fell and I passed out. I passed out and I fell and I got a really bad concussion and everything.
When did that happen?
Are you serious?
I don't know about this.
I fucking hate you if you're being...
No, I didn't know you fell
What?
down. When did you fall down?
What? Okay, yeah. Like, I guess it was September 26th was when it happened. Ooh, weird thing with 26s in my life.
September, October.
Well, because I said, like...
So recently, this past September.
Yeah. And so, like, I was just standing out in front of, well, I don't want to... I was standing outside of a venue, and I,
Venue I know of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you which one afterwards. It doesn't really matter between us, but, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to, like, put anything out that would be bad.
Okay.
So I was in front of, like, a venue, and, I passed out and, like, fell and just, like, fell straight back and, like, hit my head pretty bad on the concrete.
Yeah.
And got, like, I don't know, like...
Wait.
A pretty nasty concussion.
Is that why you were in the hospital?
Yeah.
That's why you were in the hospital?
Yeah.
I thought you had cancer.
No, dude.
That's what I thought. I thought you were gonna die.
If only...
I was like, does
If
Jordan have
only y'all
cancer?
could be so lucky, dude. If only y'all could be so lucky.
No, I had no idea why you're in the hospital. I also, back then, it was a while ago, I was barely starting to get to know you more. And so it was, I felt like I would be out of place to ask you what's going on. Especially through social media.
Okay.
I would rather have asked you in person. But like, I hadn't seen you. I do remember making a comment when I saw you a little bit after that situation. I was like, and I think I said, you're in the hospital? And you're like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, it's crazy. And then I think I left it at that.
Yeah.
Because it's not the time to go into a conversation like
Yeah,
that.
plus I'm generally not... I didn't really like to talk about it that much.
So
Cause
what caused you to pass out? Because...
It's kind of still unknown, which is interesting. The best that they can guess is that I might have had like some sort of like minor seizure or something like that because I don't sleep ever, and like that I'm just talking like because like I'll go like 3 or 4 days at a time without sleeping sometimes. Yeah. And so I just
no
like
math.
No math, dude. Just all.
Okay.
That's my thing. I could never do uppers of any kind because I'm already so like.
But you might be that type of person where like you do a little bit of math. You go right to bed.
You know what?
There's some people who react that way to certain things.
They used to be on Adderall. And Adderall would make me like feel like super like.
Yeah.
Like
isn't Adderall?
You can make meth out of Adderall, yeah.
But what is the Adderall medication used for? Isn't it for ADHD?
Yeah.
To pay attention, right?
Yeah. So it would, but I would be like. When I was a kid, I was so like I had so much loose energy, dude. I would look like I was fucking crazy.
From what age to what age?
I'd be like sitting there, just like tapping and rocking, dude, like like Rain Man.
Maybe you just need a drum set.
I played the drums when I was younger.
Yeah?
That was like my first instrument.
Awesome.
My dad got me a
drums
drum
too.
set like 2nd grade.
That's crazy. So they're not sure what you passed out from.
Nah, dude. So
I've seen that happen before. I used to work at a hospital. I saw a 64 or 5-year-old lady. She's just standing in the doorway and just boop.
Right.
Just fucking laid out. It was a loud ass smack too. Like,
that's pretty much what. Yeah, dude. I was just like flat against concrete.
Were your eyes open or were they closed when you came to? Like, or were you like still laying back or did you sit up and?
I came to on the ground. So I passed out for like 30 seconds or so.
Did people trip the fuck out?
Yeah. And 3 comics drove me to the hospital. Brandon Alejos, it was his car.
Fucking Brandon's a cool guy.
Yes, dude. Pung Dung and Arun Rama. They all loaded me up and drove me to the hospital. And like stayed with me pretty much till my family got there. So that was like super
cool,
they were all 3 super cool guys for that.
Pung and Arun are awesome.
I love y'all
guys.
for that. Yeah, dude. I love it. Okay, you already shouted out Brandon. You were like, yeah, Punk and Arun, they're awesome.
They're fucking awesome dudes, man.
Fuck Brandon.
No,
okay, can I tell you something crazy about Brandon fucking Alejos? He's dating somebody that is like a family, like in my family.
Oh yeah?
And the way he decided to let me know about that was he walked up to me one day and goes, hey Jordan, let me show you something. And he pulls out his phone. And I'm thinking it's going to be something harmless like porn.
Like porn.
But instead, it's my baby pictures.
Oh, that is creepy.
He had an album of my baby pictures on his phone. And I'm like, Brandon, where the fuck did you get my baby pictures from? And he goes, do you know Nadine Perez? And I'm like, are you about to ransom her or something? Like, what's happening? And so...
He
I
should have just told you. You're like, I've been in your house.
Yeah, dude, I know, dude. Like,
you better be.
He was like, you gave me these. Don't you remember?
Oh, I've been living with your mom, Jordan.
Monique's a nice lady. You should call her more often. Like,
that is weird, man.
Like, what the fuck?
Brandon sure took another.
And then first this nigga
but it was
said,
hilarious. Honestly, it was fucking hilarious.
That
What he
is
did.
fucking hilarious. You just showed him, babe. You see
He's
this?
crying, dude.
Because that's how fucking funny that shit is. You see this? Look at you at 4. Oh, look. Oh, you must have graduated in the 5th grade then, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that is weird.
You know Nadine?
Well, okay, so
Like, what the fuck?
Is it a cousin of yours then that he's dating?
Kind of like
Oh,
very
shit.
close, like
It's gotta
family.
be something close. 'Cause
Like adopted daughter of my grandparents. So
Oh.
she's like my cousin aunt
Uh-huh.
friend.
Okay. That's still weird that he could be able to get these pictures.
He said, I thought he was going to show me something harmless like porn. But it was my baby pictures.
That's what I'm saying.
Harmless. Porn is harmless, man.
Compared to your own baby pictures, dude.
Baby, that's psycho
Man,
right there.
shit.
That was the beginning of
You know-
Saw,
you
dude.
know-
That was like,
But you know what? When you said that he was about to show you something, the first thing that came to my mind was, I was like, man, please don't let him show you a video of him fucking your family.
Yeah, that's what I was
Like,
like. That's what I thought it was gonna be.
I'm so relieved that it's your baby pictures. That is hilarious, but it's
I
hilarious.
never
at
even
the same
considered
time.
that possibility, dude. I never even.
You never thought of him banging your cousin?
No, dude.
Oh my god.
That
You
that,
see- you
that,
see
that would
this-
have gone through my head. I'd be like, oh shit, this
Yeah,
guy's banging somebody
you know
I
what?
know.
You see-
He better not show me a picture of him banging her.
I'd have fought, dude. I know he's a big guy, but I'd have fought him if he showed me that. Like,
Hey, you
I had to
want
take
to
the whooping, dude. I had to take the whooping for that,
Hey,
dude.
sometimes you gotta do what's right.
You
You
just
wanna
have
see-
to, dude.
You want to see this fat ass?
Oh
Yeah, let me see it.
You want to see
Yeah,
that fat
look at
ass?
that ass, yeah? Oh, whose ass is that? It's your fucking cousin's. You...
well, I mean, I'm glad you're doing better.
Thanks, man.
And
Yeah.
I hope it
I'm
doesn't
glad.
happen again. But if it does,
Why did
if
you
I'm
bring that
around, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it was on your
record it.
chest, man.
Yeah, dude. Please, I'm pissed nobody got it the first time.
Well, I mean,
I would love to watch what happened to me, dude.
I wouldn't record. But I'd probably tell somebody else to. I'd be like, okay, do this. You record the camera.
Right.
Bro,
Yeah.
if you ever, like, record something, like, acting out something that you've written, like, with characters and all that shit that's in your head that I know, bro,
Oh.
send me some links to that shit so I can die laughing,
I will
nigga.
try, dude.
I'm going to show everybody.
That's where this came from.
You remind me of, you're like that funny ass white boy. You're my Will Ferrell, nigga.
Dude!
I've always
Give me a
always
cowbell.
said that. Yeah, bruh.
Dude.
I always thought in comedy, like, what would I do without Will Ferrell? What the fuck would I do without Will Ferrell?
That's true, dude. He's great.
Bruh.
like you're saying, like what movies
If
you
you
watch or whatnot.
Yeah, no, nigga, like, I have Saturday Night Live still.
Yeah.
You know, I got so much of Will Ferrell. Even if he never made movies, he never made it off of Saturday Night Live, bro. He still be doing that shit to this day.
Okay.
You would have Will Ferrell, bro. You get your man, do that shit, man. I swear to
This
God,
guy, dude.
I swear to God,
Fucking
Bruh.
Jordan Yates fan club over
bro.
here.
You know, I'm not. When I like something, I like it. You know, and
I'm
yeah,
genuinely, I
like,
genuinely
bro,
appreciate
like,
you
bro,
giving me this.
yeah, I like you, man. You're funny. You're funny as fuck. I like you. Like, bro, when I have my wedding, I want you to stand up and do like some comedy for like 10 minutes, bro.
What I need
just
to do
tell
is
me
just give everybody a really,
wedding fucking
really
story.
fat joint before they meet me.
PJ,
hey, you're a cool guy, man. Shit.
PJ, you sound like a really good hype man.
Yes,
well, you know, everybody. Shit, man, everybody needs.
I'm bringing him on tour with me, bro. He's gonna just like talk me up before the show.
Yeah.
You're a
I
funny
like
guy,
you,
man.
bro.
You can make that. You can make that your thing, PJ. Like the best hype man in the game.
Shit, I don't know, man. But
Oh,
I have to like you. I have to like you. I like your shit, bro. I like
Thanks,
your
dude.
shit. You know.
Okay. Well, guys, we ended right there. Anything you want to shout out, Jordan? Your Instagram, Facebook?
Follow me on Instagram, Jordan Yates 7. That's me, Jordan Yates. I don't have a Twitter because fuck Twitter, bro. I'm not a slave to the bird. If you want to look me on Facebook, like I probably won't friend you or whatever, but like do that shit. Like that's fine.
Probably won't friend you.
Do
I
that
like
shit.
that. Yeah, not a slave to the fucking bird. I like that.
Oh man. What
I like
about
that.
any shows coming up?
Shows coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm booked at Killer's Tacos in Denton on February 8th.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually pretty much the only thing I have lined up right now. I'm expecting to do some pop-up shows, so look out for my Instagram because I will be shouting those out. I'm trying to be doing some pop-up shows here with this guy. We're trying to get some things in the works.
Mm-hmm.
So keep an eye out for those. I'll be doing some shows. Just look at my stuff. I book too soon to things. I'm not good enough that people want to like book me in advance. Like I'm like a last minute like slide in. So if you want to see me, just
if
be
you're
ready
in
for
the
that.
DFW area,
man,
you'll find
fuck that.
and,
Shit. You are fucking hilarious, dude. Don't you ever, man. Hey, man, let me tell you something. The world needs that. What you got, if you feel down about this shit at any time, remember that a guy who didn't know you at all, who doesn't really get into all the comedy shit, but likes to laugh like a motherfucker, I sat here and I told you, the world needs what you got. Man, so whenever you get down, always remember, bro, there's somebody out there that needs what you got.
Man,
Yeah.
that's fucking real. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
I got a couple shows coming up tonight. I'm gonna be in Plano, Hyenas in Plano. Show starts at 8, and then I have December 8th. I'm gonna be in Dallas Hyenas showcase, and then December 27th is the Fort Worth Hyenas showcase. So I'll be in all three of those shows. So we're gonna do what we
I
gotta
might see
do.
if I can pick up the Fort Worth one.
Yeah.
You should.
Fort Worth.
Nothing but shit. I'm so proud of you, bro. You know, you kept with that comment.